AskReddit Storytime. Please like and subscribe. What mind-blowing, but simple, facts would satisfy a 4-year-old daughter's daily request for one fact before bedtime? Dogs can tell when you're coming home by how much of your scent is left in the house if you have a daily routine. Dogs have a sense of time beyond its relation to smells lingering. As anecdotal evidence, I feed my dogs at 8 in the evening every day. If I forget, right around 8:15 they will get up and start badgering me until they get fed. Also, I get up at 9 a.m. for work every day. I let them out at that time. On the weekends, when I really want to be sleeping in, 9 a.m. without fail they are up and grabbing chew toys and squeaking them in my ear until I get up. Persistent dogs. Otters have skin pockets for their favorite rocks. The reason that they're so playful is because they're such efficient killing machines that they have extra time to spend on things besides hunting, but that's a much less 4-year-old friendly fact. Cashews come from a fruit. The fruit is edible but apparently hard to transport long distances, so the only places you're likely to find it are where cashews are grown. They also don't grow inside the fruit. They're on top of it, like a sort of ridiculous hat. Edit, not on top, underneath. My bad. Either the fruit is the ridiculous hat or the nut is either a set of testicles or, as somebody below me said, a massive dump. Edit, wow, gold. Thanks a heap. Smile. Most elephants weigh less than a blue whale's tongue. From the time Pluto was discovered until the time it was demoted from planethood, it still hadn't made one complete revolution around the sun. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig. If you have any, you have to have at least 2. They get lonely. Bees tell their friends about good nearby flowers by dancing. There's an island in Japan populated only by fluffy bunnies. Been there. It's the most amazing place on Earth, bunny owner. And there are ruins there from chemical weapons testing facilities. Edit, I just threw some of the photos into Imgur. Scrolling down. Bunnies. Fukushima played a key role during World War II as a poison gas factory for much of the chemical warfare that was carried out in China. Goddamn humans. Who said it was humans running the factories? The building in the world with the most toilets is Wembley Stadium. Cows get excited when they solve puzzles. The filling in a Kit Kat is broken up Kit Kats. One time a guy ate an airplane. It took him several years, but he did it. The little jump guinea pigs do when they're happy is called popcorning. When a cat walks towards you with its tail up, that means it likes you and is excited to see you. Elephants have a noise that means there are bees here, let's leave immediately. They played golf on the moon one time. But what was used for the filling of the first Kit Kat? Chocolate was once used as currency, by the Aztecs. More accurately, cacao beans were used. Worms have 5 hearts. The surface of Mars is covered in rust, making the planet appear red. The red food coloring, carmine, that's used in a lot of candy is made up of a kind of beetle. There's a train station in Japan that has a cat station master, currently Nitama. Cows have best friends and get stressed when separated. Tomatoes were once thought to be inedible, since they're in the same family as nightshade, which is poisonous. ETA cause I got a lot of comments about this one. Tomatoes acidity interacted with lead plates, lead poisoning. Smile. Check out /u/n0v494's comment. Apples float but pears sink. Apples float because they are 25% air. Wombat poop is cube-shaped. Similarly, there is a bank in Italy that trades entirely in Parmesan cheese. Hippopotamus milk is pink. Some fish cough. Don't eat too many carrots or your skin will turn orange. That happened to my own daughter. Some frogs will glow when they eat fireflies. Before 1913, parents could mail their kids to grandmas through the postal service. It takes a little over 8 minutes for the light from the sun to get to Earth. So if the sun died we wouldn't know for 8 minutes? It could be dead even now. There are more stars than there are grains of sand on all the beaches in the world. Cows can walk upstairs, but they can't walk down. Pineapples used to be so expensive that people would rent them as a centerpiece for their party. Scotland's national animal is a unicorn. A single strand of spaghetti is a spaghetto. At birth, a baby panda is smaller than a mouse. Violin bows are usually made from horsehair. The color red doesn't make bulls angry, they are colorblind. Herringfish communicate with flatulence. If you heat up a magnet, it loses its magnetism. It snows metal on planet Venus. Garlic attracts leeches. In 1992, a shipping crate full of 28,000 rubber ducks fell off a ship. They kept washing up for years. The 28,000 rubber ducks were extensively used by scientists to gain knowledge about ocean currents, and you can get a bonus if you catch one and send it in with the location and time of the finding. Also, there is the term rubber ducking, which is used by programmers to help them find mistakes. They explain their problem to a rubber duck and by doing so often find a solution. When a bee is chosen to be the new queen, they are given a special type of honey that completely changes their bodies. Kind of like how a Pokemon evolves. Super simplified, but it's still pretty cool to think about. A polar bear's skin is black. Wow, gold, thank you so much. Giraffe tongues are black to protect from sunburn as they are out so much during the day. Whales are closer to cows than to sharks. Edit, y'all are hilarious. Inches 4. I think Mom, Dad will deal with genome later. False, the cows just don't see how close the sharks are until it's too late. Making pennies cost more than their actual value. Male seahorses carry the baby in their tummy instead of the mommy. Babies. Lots of them. There is a D in fridge but not in refrigerator. Cheese is just a loaf of milk. You are closer to death now than you have ever been. Animals that lay eggs don't have belly buttons. Slugs have 4 noses. Camels have 3 eyelids. Flamingos turn pink from eating shrimp. Kangaroos cannot walk backward. A hummingbird weighs less than a penny. Broccoli is classified as both a vegetable and a flower. The Hawaiian alphabet only has 12 letters. Fish cough. Snails breathe through their foot. If you keep a goldfish in a dark room it will turn white. Bullfrogs never sleep. Elephants can't jump. Pigs can get a sunburn. Fish can drown. The average American eats approx 35,000 cookies in his/her life. Only male turkeys gobble. Penguins are the only birds that can both swim and not fly. Male kangaroos are called boomers and females are called flyers. Koalas sleep 22 hours a day. Kangaroos can't smell. Birds poo and pee from the same hole at the same time. A platypus lays eggs, and has milk, making it the only mammal that could in theory make its own custard. The distance from your inner elbow to your wrist is the same as the length of your foot. This one is fun because it sounds insane. The forearm looks longer, but if you put your foot to your arm you see that it's accurate. If you put both hands in front of you and write a word, your non-dominant hand will write an exact mirror of your dominant hand without you having to think about it. It will work with shapes too if she's too young to write words. My experience telling my 4-year-old an interesting fact. Someday the sun is going to burn out. Panics, the sun is going to burn out? Don't worry, it won't happen until long after you get old and die. Panic intensifies, I'm going to get old and die? The pyramids were ancient when Cleopatra was around. There were woolly mammoths on the planet when the pyramids were being built. We are now further away from the first man going to space than the first man in space was to the first airplane. J.K. Rowling is richer than the Queen. Queen of England's personal net worth is about $520 million. J.K. Rowling's personal net worth is around $1 billion. The entirety of all the planets in the solar system can fit in between the Earth and the Moon. Sea otters hold hands when they sleep, and have a favorite rock to hold onto in a secret pouch. A blue whale's heart is as big as a Volkswagen Beetle. Rainbows are circles. The frequency of a cat's purr has been shown to improve bone density and strength. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the galaxy. Some galaxies technically are more than 5 times thick as they are wide due to black holes throwing stuff out of the center. One of the Aztecs or Incan, can't remember which, favorite drinks was basically hot cocoa with hot peppers. Oxford University in England is older than the Aztec Empire. Fire burns spherically in space, on the space station. That's all I got off the top of my head. AskReddit Storytime. Please like and subscribe.